Dear viewers, the agricultural market has just received good news, as green-skinned pomelos will become the Vietnam's 7th delicious fruit to be exported to the United States. This is why today, Mekong Delta Life would like to invite you back to the largest specialized production area for green-skinned pomelos in the Mekong Delta, that is Ben Tre province. Let's visit this homeland together. Now we will learn about the production atmosphere, as well as the processing, packaging, and exporting of pomelos to various markets. At this time, gardeners in Ben Tre province are entering the green-skinned pomelo harvest season. However, it will be nearly a month before the pomelos start to ripen fully and harvest yields increase. At this facility, with 6 collection points, daily pomelo consumption reaches dozens of tons. In the past 2 years, due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, pomelo growers faced many difficulties, as pomelo prices dropped sharply. As for this year's pomelo crop, the market has shown good signs of recovery, with positive signals. It seems like the market is gradually recovering, re-establishing connections between the old markets, and even mending some of the broken ones. Well, right now, with the current output, we purchase 30 to 40 tons per day, which is insufficient to meet market demand. The domestic market accounts for about 60 to 70% of our intake volume, so the domestic market is our #1 priority. We need to open up more markets besides China to prepare for risks, because our green-skinned pomelos are currently going through unofficial channels, not official ones. If the Chinese government and Vietnamese government can reach an agreement for green-skinned pomelos to go through official channels to China, then it will be even more favorable for us. As a delicious pomelo variety with high nutritional value, Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos are now favored by both domestic and international markets. Good news for green-skinned pomelo growers is that recently, this delicious fruit has been exported to the US, becoming the Vietnam's 7th fresh fruit to be exported to one of the most demanding markets in terms of standards, after lychee, longan, dragon fruit, star apple, rambutan, and mango. This is a positive signal and a great motivation for businesses to stand side by side with farmers, gradually building and expanding raw material areas, meeting production volume, origin, and quality requirements to boost export supply. Ben Tre currently has over 8,000 hectares of Nam Roi pomelos, concentrated mostly in Cho Thanh district, of which more than 5,000 hectares are bearing fruit, with an annual yield of nearly 57,000 tons of pomelos. In addition to pioneering the construction of production-consumption linkage chains, through cooperatives specializing in pomelo production, trading, and processing, Ben Tre is also pioneering in building green-skinned pomelo material areas, following organic practices. Mr. Pham's son is a pomelo farmer, tending to a specialized pomelo orchard of over 6 hectares that are currently bearing fruits. For the past 3 years, he hasn't used chemical pesticides throughout the cultivation process. Although the fruit appearance isn't as beautiful, quality and safety are the important factors, allowing him to sell pomelos at good prices. How has your pomelo orchard been affected by your decision to stop using pesticides? Since I stopped spraying pesticides, I've noticed changes in my pomelo orchard. The fruit quality is currently better than before I sprayed. When I sprayed, I also used foliar fertilizers, which made the skin green and thick. After I stopped spraying, yellow ants returned and multiplied. There are fewer pests and birds have also returned. Once I don't spray, greater quantities of pests are here. But there are also more birds living here, which has many benefits. The most important thing is that it saves a lot of costs and time with this cultivation process. How do customers who come here to buy pomelos feel? Those who know us and have bought from us once or twice know that our pomelos have very delicious and red flesh. Furthermore, I'm sure that when people buy and process our products for Big C or Coopmart or northern markets, they're confident because our pomelos, which aren't sprayed with pesticides, will last longer. In this largest green-skinned pomelo growing region in the Mekong Delta, farmers are beginning to pay attention to using organic fertilizers and cultivating in a safe direction. They make their own organic compost to fertilize their trees, meeting the nutritional needs of pomelos, creating good quality fruit, and increasing soil fertility. Members of the THVL green-skinned pomelo cooperative group now strictly adhere to keeping pomelo growing records. It's a very new practice compared to traditional pomelo growing methods of the past. I maintain a log of all the care I provide for my pomelo tree. This includes a record of tasks completed, fertilizers applied, and other relevant details. I keep a precise record of my work, based solely on what I've accomplished, not freely writing whatever I want. Now, regarding biology, we raise yellow ants and preserve natural predators. Because of this, we hardly use pesticides anymore. We only intervene during the pest season for pomelos. During the pest season, we only use pesticides to treat worms that eat the pomelo fruits. For other parts, we hardly use any plant protection chemicals. Now, we invest in organic fertilizers for the pomelo trees. It's like we've been assigned area code numbers. You can understand it as our orchards being like cars with license plates. Each orchard has a unique number, so you can easily identify the owner by looking at the number. Over the past 2 years, green-skinned pomelo growers in Ben Tre have adapted their production methods, both proactively dealing with saltwater intrusion and organizing pomelo sales during the pandemic. Despite facing record low pomelo prices, passionate pomelo farmers with their dynamism and creativity have not been discouraged. They have focused on caring for their fruit orchards to bring the organic, safe pomelos to the market. This orchard, I've been growing these trees for about 7 years. For 7 years, I've always used organic fertilizers. I have to work for a long time, not just for a day or two. For example, these trees have had the organic fertilizer since they were first planted. I have to spread it twice a year, at the beginning and end of the rainy season. Now, your specialized green-skinned pomelo growing area has overcome drought and salinity, as well as the difficulties of the pandemic. So now, what opportunities do you see for your green-skinned pomelos? It's like having the heavenly time, earthly advantage, and harmony of man. I'm very happy but also very worried. First, I'm concerned about the cultivation methods. I need to ensure that, when the pomelos are tested, there are no residues left. Otherwise, if I sell and they test positive, ruining a whole shipment, I'll suffer. Therefore, the care process must be very meticulous now. The important opportunity, dear viewers, is that Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos will have prospects to go further to more potential markets. Previously, Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos were mostly consumed domestically, with only about 30% of production exported, mainly to the Chinese market. Now, with the US market opening up to green-skinned pomelos, it's not only good news for businesses and pomelo growers, but also opens up many opportunities for Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos to continue conquering other potential export markets. At a time when the market is on the road to recovery, enterprises are proactively forming close links with cooperatives and pomelo growing groups, aiming to build safe and sustainable pomelo growing areas, along with reactivating production processes according to standards, such as VGAP, Global Gap, and registering growing area codes. Pomelo growers in Ben Tre have made the best preparations for officially exporting green-skinned pomelos. In the current context, you see there is a connection that is so harmonious. What does it mean for our farmers, Mr. Pham? Enterprises proactively collaborating with our pomelo group to train farmers on the Clean Pomelo Standard, which is commonly known as Global Gap. We are well prepared to meet any additional market demands. At THVL Enterprise, they've already done the growing area code assignment for us here, and our farmers now have growing area codes. Now, our farmers are generally cultivating according to the value chain. So when you say you're aiming for the export market, you already have a foundation, right, Mr. Hung? The Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of Ben Tre Province has built a project to develop 900 hectares of specialized pomelos for export markets. especially the new U.S. market. The Hugues Minte enterprise has also registered to consume products from cooperatives in the province for 600 hectares to have resources to build an additional market in the U.S., as well as other markets. There are many support policies for farmers and enterprises. The department aims for people, especially cooperatives and cooperative groups, to adopt zero-residue pesticide production practices. As an enterprise specializing in exporting and consuming green-skinned pomelos for many farmers, I strongly agree with this direction. At the same time, we will also open new markets, especially for stable consumption of our products, to sell at the prices we desire. In Ben Tre, leveraging the strength of cooperative economics has helped farmers feel secure about their product sales. Cooperative groups handle production while cooperatives manage purchasing. With diverse and highly competitive markets, pomelo farmers no longer worrying about oversupply at markets or price pressure from traders like before. How do you organize purchases from cooperative members here, Mr. Thoe? My cooperative organizes the purchasing of fruits directly from the orchard in batches. There is a 1-month interval between each batch. When I visit the orchard, I pick the ripe fruits regardless of size. For instance, this fruit might look small, but it weighs over 800 grams. This fruit meets the required weight but has imperfections on the skin. It's classified as a second-grade pomelo. Do you purchase at market prices? Yes, our cooperative buys at market prices. This pomelo is acceptable. Some people ask for branch-grown pomelos, weighing from 1.2 kilograms to 2 kilograms. We deliver according to customer orders. This also helps members understand market prices, so they're not subjected to price pressure. The Ben Tre green-skinned pomelo cooperative has successfully built the Pink Lady Pomelo brand. This cooperative has made significant efforts in connecting raw material areas, establishing growing regions, and purchasing products from farmers. The green-skinned pomelos from the Ben Tre green-skinned pomelo cooperative bear the Pink Lady Pomelo brand, and each fruit has a traceability label. As viewers can see, the Ben Tre green-skinned pomelo growing area is very well prepared to supply both the domestic market and demanding export markets. The cooperative's products are quite diverse, catering to various customer segments, having been certified as a 4-star OCOP product. In 2019 by Ben Tre Province, the cooperative is now promoting the implementation of the Vietnam Cooperative Development Project, sponsored by the Canadian government. Accordingly, this collective economic unit is building a multifunctional complex on an area of 4,000 square meters, encompassing a closed production process, from raw material processing to finished product packaging. The business linkages, product branding, and systematic trade promotion have helped Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos gain more opportunities to reach further, increase product value, and create good income for orchard owners. I see that your green-skinned pomelos have been certified as a 4-star OCOP product. How does that encourage you, Uncle? We need to gradually improve the quality of Ben Tre pomelos in general, including our cooperative's Pink Lady Pomelo. Currently, our members focus most on quality, which is crucial to help our pomelos travel far and be accepted by the market. When we grow clean pomelos ourselves, we can eat them clean as can others. This is how pomelos can be welcomed and accepted in the market. A big opportunity is becoming the Vietnam's 7th fruit type to enter the U.S. market. What do you think about this opportunity for your hometown's green-skinned pomelos? We export, and they inspect and accept it. That's the greatest honor for our cooperative and our farmers. If we don't follow the process correctly, we'll fall behind. With the U.S. market accepting our pomelos, we should build on this and continue to encourage our members to invest more in care, to improve our pomelo quality further. Then other markets will accept our pomelos as well. In this cooperative's complex, there's also a pomelo juice processing line. This value-added product line is not only highly valuable, but also contributes to the consumption of all fresh pomelo production at all times of the year. Pomelo juice is expected to be a unique product that attracts consumers and increases the value of Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos. As a delicious specialty fruit with high value, trusted by consumers for its high quality and long shelf life, Ben Tre green-skinned pomelos continue to have great prospects when officially exported to the U.S. market. This is a joy for Ben Tre orchard owners to continue making systematic investments, building green material areas, achieving sustainable growth, and bringing fame to their homegrown, delicious pomelos. Successfully organizing linkage models and persistently following safe cultivation methods are the fundamental foundations for Ben Tre green-skinned pomelo farmers to target broader markets and raise the market value of green-skinned pomelos. At this point, Mekong Delta Life would like to say goodbye to our viewers. We'll see you in the next episode.